On the other side, viewers, a bomb has exploded in Karnataka and it has blown Rahul Gandhi's poll rigging narrative to smithereens. And it is the Congress itself that has punctured their star campaigners' narrative. A statewide survey commissioned under the Congress government in Karnataka reveals that 83.6% of citizens trust EVMs and 84% believe that India's elections are free and fair. This is not a BJP claim. This is not an election commission's counter. The survey dismantles the vote chori and shows that fear-mongering over EVMs has little resonance with voters, left red-faced. First, the Congress discredited the surveyor. Then, the Congress government swung into action and did report chori. Yes, the report has been taken off the government website. The question now is, in Vietnam, will Rahul Gandhi take out the time to rethink his biggest pitch for 2026?
सर्वे कराने वाली एजेंसी खुद कॉम्प्रोमाइज है। सर्वे कराया गया एक ऐसे एनजीओ से जिसके संस्थापक नरेंद्र मोदी के साथ काम करते हैं, नरेंद्र मोदी की चाटुकारिता पर किताबें लिखते हैं।
Rahul Gandhi's vote chori lie, election commission lie has been fact-checked by his own government in Karnataka. His atom bomb, hydrogen bomb has been diffused by his own government.
You're watching the News Hour at 9, debate number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
So Dr. Ranganathan and Umar Junaidi continue to be with us. We are joined by Dr. Ajay Alok, National Spokesperson of the Bharatiya Janata Party, and we have Tehseen Poonawala, political analyst, joining us on the broadcast. Good evening to all of you. Tehseen Poonawala, interesting. When the government realized how this survey and its findings went against them and the entire narrative, it was quickly taken off the website. A reality check coming in from the Karnataka government for Rahul Gandhi. All the bombs have fizzled.
Good evening, Swati. Thank you so much for having me on the show. At the onset, a very, very happy New Year to you, your family, to all my fellow panelists who I haven't met earlier. Look, Swati, the fact of the matter is this was not a survey for any purpose of seeing the integrity of elections at the Election Commission. The Election Commission had an education campaign. No, it wasn't, Anand. It wasn't. Anand, let me explain to you. The Election Commission had a survey to check if the elections were done, was an awareness drive to see the elections were okay. The end of that was the survey. It wasn't done with the aim of seeing if elections are integral or no. It was done with the aim of spreading awareness about the elections. Within that, the survey was conducted. I'm not even getting out to the 5,100 respondents only. And Swati, you and Times Now somebody I come with on elections, and every opinion polls or surveys that come to us on Times Now, I say us as a panelist on this, we go through every single data, including if it falls in every bucket. Can you, Swati and Times Now, take guarantee for this survey and say it checked every single box and it was a diverse survey? Even Times Now hasn't seen this survey. The fact of the matter is 5,100 people, a survey done by somebody who's currently appointed by the union government and has written books praising the Prime Minister. If Times Now is taking guarantee for this survey, I'm surrendering on this debate on New Year's and saying, yes, this survey is correct. But if Times Now can't stand up to what the survey is it diverse? Does it represent all opinions, even on 5,100? Then I think it speaks for itself what this survey was about.
The survey does tell you that people trust the electoral system, that they think that the elections are free and fair. One second, that they think the elections are free and fair. And when the exit polls go in favor of the opposition, are they going through every single detail, checking all the boxes before jumping to conclusion कि ये तो हमारे favor में जा रहा था, उसके बाद कुछ हो गया?
Okay, so the way surveys are done, and I've done one for Times Now, the way these surveys are done is you go to diverse groups and you check on that. In this particular case, these 5,100, was all society, all parts of society represented, and not even getting to 0.1% of the electorate. I'm saying, is it done? If you are guaranteeing that this ticks all boxes, I accept it. Forget the fact that this guy works with the Prime Minister, has written books praising the Prime Minister. Is this not conflict of interest? If Dr. Anand Ranganathan, he makes very good vaccines, only reviews his own vaccine, does a survey, says, look, this vaccine is the best. Would you accept it, doctor? You would want it to be reviewed by somebody who's neutral. You know it and I know it. You can defend this. But you know the truth and your smile is giving it away. Don't smile.
One second. First of all, why did the Karnataka government and the Karnataka Monitoring Evaluation Authority, the KMEA, go through the tendering process, awarding it to this particular agency. And if what you're saying is true, once again, if what you're saying is true and that's the only argument, why is the Chief Minister now all of a sudden saying that, what Rahul Gandhi said was actually much later? The vote chori narrative and everything happened much later. This was conducted somewhere in May. Then you have other leaders of the Congress party taking pot shots. Kya ye to Modi ki चाटुकारिता करते हैं, इनसे तो आप free और fair और unbiased survey की उम्मीद कैसे कर सकते हैं?
That should not be the language, but the gentleman in concern has written books praising the Prime Minister and is appointed by the...
So what happened to the screening process?
You praised the Prime Minister.
What happened to the screening process?
And
this particular organization, by the way, is an ECO. It's an evaluation consulting organization with the KMEA, government department. Dr. Ranganathan.
Yes, but asked by the state government to do it. The state electoral department.
Tessin, 1 second.
Sorry.
You know where this is going to end. This is going to end
winning
by the most authoritative survey ever conducted would be debunked by Tessin and the Congress because 26 respondents had the name Narendra. ये यहाँ पे end होने वाला है, मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ. अगर वहां पे भी end नहीं होगा तो कहेंगे कि ये देखो ये ढोकला खा रहे थे 32 respondents, इसलिए आप मानते नहीं conflict of interest है. What do look at the way the waters are being muddied. Now they are about that a person who was in charge of conducting the survey wrote a book on Narendra Modi. What does that even come into being? Tessin on live on your shows has praised Narendra Modi. Do you think that he's a Sanghi now? I know he's accepted. हाँ मैं संगी हूँ, एक दो बार इसे कह चुका है. But the point is, let's not overdo this fact. And also, let us say you debunk the survey. Please tell me, Tessin, who was Rajanna and why was he sacked? Tell me. आज बताई दो.
No, but one second. I'll tell you. I don't agree with the reason he was sacked. I think he was right in what he said. No, please.
Now look at this.
Doctor. I stand by you. He shouldn't have been sacked. He had the right to say point. But this survey.
So why was he sacked?
Why was he sacked? This survey. That's not a debate. No, that we go. We don't have time. No, Doc has to. No, once again, others have to speak. In this survey, neither diversity is followed, nor was the survey conducted for the purpose of what it's released. This survey was done for another reason. You're now pasting it and putting it in another block.
Let it be on the website. Let it stay on the website. First you decide to go ahead with it. You put the report on the website. When there's massive backlash and all sorts of reactions start coming in, that this blunts the attack of Rahul Gandhi, the entire vote chori narrative, and what he said, Dr. Umar Junaidi, vote chor, gaddi chod. Reality check हो जाता है तो उसके बाद आप report को हटा देते हैं.
See, I don't know where in Karnataka, in which constituencies the survey
102 constituencies is what we're given to understand.
No, but but I don't know any surveyor or any survey team was in Alan wherein the SIT was formed and the aspirant of the candidate of BJP is have been charged for several issues. So I don't see any surveyor in Kalburgi Uttar wherein I have been questioned. I don't see any surveyor or the survey team in Chittapura wherein the BJP candidate who has above 70 cases in his name. Though I don't see where the survey team was. Now the question is whether a person who runs an NGO who is appointed in a PM's office who praises the PM will be doing a survey neutrally. It is what the question is. Now,
no, but then why did you choose them? Tendering process happened. They were shortlisted. Was there no screening process in place? Did you not know it beforehand? And let me repeat myself that this particular agency that you're talking about is registered. Why did you register them? All of a sudden, आपको याद आ रहा है कि कोई प्राइम मिनिस्टर की तारीफ कर रहा था, वो associated है. That's why we will not trust it.
No, we have another survey. We have another survey in Bangalore wherein several people have said their vote has been stolen. Vote chori hui hai. They have been saying. We have people in Gulbarga, Uttar.
Please go ahead. Put that also on Congress Party's website. आप डालिए सारे सर्वे डालिए और निकालिए मत उसको फिर उसके बाद में.
Given a complete.
Don't take it down.
Complete press conference. With the proof, when ECI asked for the proof, Rahul Gandhi gave the proof.
And then Rahul Gandhi was also asked to go to the court. Rahul Gandhi was also asked, will you go to the court? He said, it's not my job to save democracy. It's not my job.
Yeah. It is what the job was to inform the Election Commission of India about.
Then the Election Commission gives you a counter. You don't want to agree to that counter. This goes on and on and on. Go to the court once and for all and settle the matter.
But
they can solve the matter, but they don't want to. That's why they are shifting there.
One second, Ajay Alok. One second. Ajay Alok, a person associated, or rather a person who has written a book and he speaks about Prime Minister Narendra Modi, unki tareef karte hain. How can an agency associated with him do an unbiased job?
I just don't understand. You're just taking all the kind of excuse that why that agency, who chose that agency to do that job, even if he was the Prime Minister's man. It was Karnataka government. So that means your Karnataka government and your Chief Minister is stupid, inefficient, remove them. Can Rahul Gandhi ji do that? See, it's not a question about that altogether. It's a simple question of credibility. In business, if you lose credibility, people stop doing business with you. And in politics, as a leader, if you lose credibility in the eyes of the people, nobody takes you seriously. And that's what is happening with Mr. Rahul Gandhi. Nobody takes him seriously. And that's why today he has taken off in the new year to Vietnam. All this narrative, vote chori, EVM, this is nothing. This is just a sheer excuse of losing an election. Because you know very nicely that he's going to lose West Bengal in the upcoming election. So he won't be there. Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary is saying that Mamta is doing vote dakaiti. Now, people of Karnataka, they have maturely shown their interest, even if the sample size is 5,100. 8,400 people, 84% of the people has shown that there is nothing wrong in EVM. And I don't understand Congress party. This EVM has got them elected so many times. Even in 2024, Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi, all got elected through EVM.
Yes.
So why they are taking it personally? If some survey is saying that 84% people say that EVM is right, then what's the reason for Congress?
Even the allies say so. Supriya Sule said that I isi machine se chun ke aayi hu. I'm not going to say anything about that. Abhishek Banerjee just about yesterday only, I believe, said it's not about the EVMs. And yes, Dr. Ranganathan, it was not a political opinion. It was to assess the voter education efforts. But can you negate the findings?
Look, Swati, unless they are peer-reviewed scientifically, I would have to be honest that I would, not believe in them 100%. But the fact remains that common sense and logic dictates that there is no vote chori. And I've been saying this for about 4 months. Tehseen has agreed with me on multiple times on separate subsets of it. For example, even he has agreed that EC is not partial towards Rahul Gandhi just because 20,000 duplicate voters were found in Wayanad where he won. EC is not partial towards Priyanka Gandhi and made Priyanka Gandhi win Raebareli because 19,000 duplicate voters were found. So when it suits them, they say EC is not interfering. When it doesn't, when they lose election, they say, but that's not the matter. Look, I am against vote chori. I don't believe vote chori happened. But does that actually mean that we should not ask for improvement? I think we should. And in that spirit, I want 2 changes to happen. One, I want the Chief Election Commissioner to be selected like how Bharat Ratna L.K. Advani wanted to be selected. That he would be selected by a 3-member committee whereby one would be Prime Minister, the other would be Leader of Opposition, and the third would be the Chief Justice of India. That is what Bharat Ratna Lal Krishan Advani wanted. I think Narendra Modi should accept what Advani ji wanted and have that.
Tehseen Poonawala.
I completely, first of all, Doctor, thank you for agreeing that this was not peer-reviewed and it's not scientific. I completely endorse what you said, how the Chief Election Commissioner should be put in. And elections should be about being more transparent. Now, Doctor, where you and I divert, just because there was, and you were slightly wrong, it's Priyanka ji from Wayanad and Rahul ji from Raebareli. No, you said ulta. But that's okay. What's in a constituency in a family, right? What's in a constituency in a family? Maybe I go from Amethi sometime, jokes apart. Boom, boom. But let's not do that. Jokes apart. The fact of the matter is, look, don't laugh. The fact of the matter is that at the end of the day, can we bring in more transparency? If 20,000 is a discrepancy in Wayanad or 30,000 maybe in Varanasi or whatever may be the case, can we work together as government and opposition to remove that? That should not be a tutu meme. That should be scientifically done and we should look at removing the discrepancy. What the government currently does is says, oh, because there was discrepancy in Wayanad and Raebareli, discrepancy elsewhere is also okay. That's not how it works. There should be no discrepancy, and we should act towards 100%.
Yes, but then the problem is you don't see discrepancy when
it
it comes to your constituency. You only see discrepancy when it comes to BJP winning elections. You only see a problem with the EVM when BJP wins elections, and then your allies say, listen, EVM was never the problem, from Supriya Sule to Omar Abdullah to now Abhishek Banerjee. So is this, SIR narrative actually over after this survey? Even if Tehseen Poonawalla does not want to agree with it, remains to be seen. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining us.